Hello and welcome back to Wario Land Shake It. On the last time, there was a death in the family, and this time we have to move on. I've adopted a new beautiful son, and by adopted I mean I guess I already had the son, but now I have to accept that I have more than one son because my other son died. So now other son is important in my life, I suppose, and I'm going to be nicer to this son because I can only assume that my special limited edition The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword TM Gold Wii Remote Plus Controller TM. I think that's the phrase I copied out of the ad copy. I believe its death was my fault. I had been very, very rude to the Wii Mote and its Wii Motion Plus technology. And I believe my rude words and general negligence is what led to its untimely death. So I'm a terrible mother, I guess. It's all my fault. Also, just because I've never mentioned it, you can use any damn Wiimote you want with this game. It doesn't need a Wii Motion Plus or anything. It's just, I've been using my Wii Motion Plus ones because they're the Wiimotes I love the most. So we're coming back to the Jiggle Jungle. We're coming back to a secret map we acquired in the Airytail Castle, allowing us to go on to the Launchpad Labyrinth. They don't get any tougher, which may be actually true, because your missions for Launchpad Labyrinth are to finish before the clock hits 6 minutes, beat the stage without taking damage, collect 50,000 coins, collect 10 gold coins in a row, don't break any rocket buckets, defeat the golden enemy, and break all stone blocks. So Launchpad Labyrinth. There's a lot to say about this one. The first thing I'm going to say is you can do it in a single run. I don't think I'm going to do this in a single run. I think if you were to do this in a single run, this could be the most difficult thing this video game has to offer. But I'm a cool gamer. Y'all know this about me. It's a known fact that I'm a cool gamer who does cool gamer things and puts his cool gamer cred on the line to do hot gaming and lets y'all see the cool things I do and try and attempt to do. But I don't think I'm going to attempt to do this in a single run. After Lowdown Depths, I don't think I could handle this one, because as you can see, it's another immediate escape level. This one gives you 10 minutes to escape. We basically have 4 minutes to escape if you wanted to get out in time. And it's basically it's entirely a rocket bucket level, basically. Which I appreciate because like I mentioned before, I think Rocket Bucket is probably the best vehicle in the game. Well, not probably. It is the best vehicle in the game. So I think it's pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to, take this at my own pace, see what I can do. Not worry too much about doing this in a single run. If it happens, hey, that's cool. Is that going to happen? No, it's not, especially since I actually realized there's something we can do here to help us collect the 10 golden coins right off the bat. If instead of doing what I did, if we just go for some gold coins, we can actually knock this one out immediately and not have to worry about one of those missions. Because this could be a very difficult thing. This could be a very difficult challenge you can impose on yourself trying to complete this in a single run, because it is possible. But I've aged a lot since episode 2, when I was like, oh, stupid water treasure room, let me do it all in a single go. No, the Lowdown Depths, the Gurgle Gulches, even though the Gurgle Gulch I did in 2 runs, but I think you have to do Gurgle Gulch in 2 runs. I don't think that's a single run one, but the Gurgle Gulch still, and the Lowdown Depths still, they've beat me down, and I ain't getting up from that. Guzma says something about beat you down. And us cool gamers love whenever we cool gamers reference cool games, and the denizens within, the gamies, as they are typically referred to, characters in a video game are gamies. So there's that. There's your cool gamey quote from your boy Guzma. And this is the best way to do the gold coin thing. You just collect some gold coins at the beginning. Just go around this wheel. Be very careful, and nope. There we go. Now we got our 10 gold coins, so now we can get all of this silver fodder here as well. I'm thinking we won't end up making time here. I'm being a little slow. So we'll just we'll take it at our own pace. We'll see how many runs we can break this down into. Hopefully, not 3. I think we can get this down into 2 runs. If if I'm careful about it, but not like so careful that I've broken it down into the one run that it is technically possible. So I think it's time to actually start talking about this level properly. So this level is an interesting outlier. So in my notes, I wrote down that it's like an alternate version of Airy Tail Castle mixed with Launchpad Labyrinth. And the reason for my brain thinking this is, A, you do the Rocket Bucket stuff, which is the main mechanic from Airy Tail Castle. Well, I mean, there's a lot in Airy Tail Castle, but Airy Tail Castle is what introduces the Rocket Bucket. So y'all understand what I mean, and damn and blast. But that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, we're just going to take this at our own pace, see where we can get, what we can do. You get the map in Airy Tail Castle. You do rocket buckets like in Airy Tail Castle. So it's like, oh, yes. Airy Tail Castle alt. But it's not really an Airy Tail Castle alt at all, is it? It just has rocket buckets in it. Launchpad Labyrinth is just Stone Carving City. I said it there. I said it. It is just Stone Carving City. Now, it is a very nice alternate-looking version of Stone Carving City, an actual autumnal version of Stone Carving City. It plays Stone Carving City's music. The song is called Launchpad Labyrinth, but I believe they play Launchpad Labyrinth when you escape from Stone Carving City. I'm not sure if Stone Carving City has its own escape theme, because I think... No, I think it must play Launchpad Labyrinth. Because I think what's the name of the level? Aboard the Sweet Stuff is the only one with its own unique, this is an escape song just for this level, I believe. Maybe there's another one, because I think Stone Tooth Cave also has a version too. Or am I think I might be thinking of, Stone Carving City also has an alternate version on the soundtrack, but I'm not sure if it's actually used in the game off the top of my head, just because memory, it's not so great. But yeah, this is just an alternate version of Stone Carving City, which I appreciate because I think Stone Carving City is cool. I like the music there, etc., etc. But it's interesting because up until this point, all of the alternate versions of levels, or all the bonus levels, have been alternate versions of a level in that world. But Stone Carving City is in level 1, and this is not level 1, area 1, And I don't know why I'm being so careful around these stupid spikes. Like, I mean, I could break my thing, and it's like, who cares? I've already broken a rocket bucket, and I keep wanting to say Wocket Bucket, which, I mean, yeah. Why am I not saying Wocket Bucket every single time? Damn. It's just interesting that they mix up the area like qualifier thing where it was like, oh, of course it'll always be in the area. And I think I've seen some discussion about this, like, oh, perhaps this had something to do with like the levels being reordered at some point. Perhaps there was another level in the video game, like I had mentioned at one point that there are 39 levels in the video game. That's just kind of a strange amount of levels. So perhaps at one point this level was planned to be somewhere else. Maybe it was designed for Area 1, and then they were like, oh wait, no, this level's like way too hard for Area 1. Even though the game can be played non-linearly, but it is still set up like, hey, it'll get harder, easier as you go in further. And well, I slide. Yeah, oh, you slide down that. I was like, can I be greedy for the money? And you can be greedy for the money. It's probably not a good idea to do so. But that's fine, because we're gonna have to do the next run without breaking our Wocket Bucket. And it'll be likely if we don't break our Wocket Bucket, we probably won't get hurt. So I'm not gonna be too sad about it. Oops. And I realized that one was a lost cause the second I got up there, because there's no way to descend any faster than, because I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't turn the rockets completely upside down. Like, I was like, well, I've never tried that, but so maybe you can, but I just flipped the Wiimote upside down, and no, the Wiimote will not allow you to flip the rockets completely down, so you can only descend with gravity, so you just got to be careful about how high you go, because you can go in any other direction with force, but down you got to rely on our old friend gravity. And I panicked there and held down the button, and then that made me panic even more. We're starting to run out of time. And by run out of time, I mean we still have 5 minutes left. This literally, okay, so in my notes for this, one of my notes is literally just long-ass timer, because this is the longest timer in the video game, and it's 10 minutes. It's so damn long. I believe the Golden Pyramid level and like the last level of Wario Land 4, I believe that one was 9 minutes for that level. In the normal version, like, of course, things change on hard and shard mode. Oh, whoops. But that's fine. I'm not too, well, I'm a little sad because this one makes you fall all the way down, but I'm not too sad because, we've already broken our Wocket Bucket, so it's fine. I'm not gonna sweat it. It's cool. It's chill. This run's still probably gonna be pretty difficult. Like I've been trying to chill out about it, but this next run, doing time and not breaking the Rocket Buckets, is probably gonna be pretty difficult. just because I'm not, I don't play the best, and I do like the Walk It Bucket, the best vehicle in the video game, but you still control it with the waggle tech, so it still could end up being very scary at times. Oh, this room's fun. I really enjoy this room because you can just kind of tap the button a lot and kind of make it through no problem. Like, you don't really have to re-angle your rockets. You just kind of point them in like a slight, it's slight diagonal and just kind of go at it. I kind of find tapping the button to be the best way to do this, but that's also just the way my brain works, where it's like, oh yes, I just want to tap the button just a little bit. And no, I was going to go for that gold, but I should probably just go ahead and grab this treasure while we're here so I don't like mess up and then fall, and then we'll miss out on the treasure. I mean, I guess we could just do it again, do the arrangement again, not have much of a problem. But had I messed up there, then we would have fallen. It would have been sad, and we're starting to run a little low on time, so we should probably get a mosey on out of here. So I really do like this level. It could be the most difficult thing in the video game if you were to try and do it in a single run. But, it's just fun. I think this is a fun, good, an actually good, entirely all-vehicle level. I like it a lot. There was the Unibucket level. What was that level? Rundown Pyramid? I believe it was Rundown Pyramid and World 1. Oh, also this is fun. You destroy the golden enemy because he's a floating enemy and you can't knock him down in the rocket bucket, so you just gotta squish him. You just run him into the ceiling, you squish him. It's cute. I guess it's as cute as squishing a living creature can be, which I was like, oh yeah, it's small and cute, and then you squish it, so it's cute. And I was like, no wait, that's actually kind of messed up. And it took my brain just a moment to realize that, but that's fine. It's all good. Damn, I thought I was gonna kind of just clip that coin a little bit. We're like almost at the money. Like, if I grab that, I think we're good. Oh no, we are good. So what else do we need to do? We just need to get out of here. And break the last stone blocks. I believe last stone blocks are in our way, so we can just kind of mostly skip this room, have no problem. I think this is a fun level. Could be very difficult if you were to self-impose a challenge on yourself, do all the things, or if you're a speedrunner or something. If you're just coming in here having a good time, accepting, like I have, that, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and do this in 2 runs, you'll have a great old time. Also, there's nothing in this level to, I guess, concretely say this, but this makes me think a lot of the owl levels, like from Wario Land 2, Wario Land 3. Mostly just because it's like, oh, you're floating around and you have to avoid spikes and stuff. So it just really just gives the vibe of like your owl friend from previous video games. Which, oh man, there's not a friendly owl in this video game, is there? Huh? That used to be a thing, because like Wario Land 1, there's a friendly owl who, if you throw friendly, I mean, it's an owl. If you throw something into him, he'll drop money, so he's a friend. Virtual Boy, not really. I think there is a bird enemy that does the same thing, where if you throw an enemy into it, it'll drop coins. And then 2 and 3 have an actual like owl friend who you ride around on, and it's good. But Wario Land 4, I guess, did away with the owl friend, a demerit on a perfect game. And I was gonna like cut away there, I guess, but hey, let's just take a crack at this together. I was like, I might have to do this in post. Well, the commentary in post, I mean, but. Or speed it up and play music, depending on how exhausted I am by the time I need to edit this and how well I'm thinking about it. But yeah, let's take a crack at it, see what we can do. We're not worried about money. We're not worried about breaking all the stone blocks. All we need to do is protect our life, protect our ride, and protect the time we have on this earth. Only things we got to do. So we have 4 minutes to finish this level. I believe we finished this last time in 8. So I need to do this twice as quick, which won't be it won't be an issue, because last time we had all these objectives, like we had to go after a treasure and we had to go all around and do things. Now we don't have to do shit. We just fly straight to the end, which will make everything easier, because like, hey, who cares if like we don't go up there? And what am I actually... I realized like halfway through that sentence, I was like, I'm not saying what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, since we don't have to bother with all these arrangements, it'll be easier to not break the walk-it bucket, which means we are less likely to get hurt, which means, if we're not going to break the walk-it bucket, then we'll have more time to actually do things in the level, because like, oh, you break the walk-it bucket and have to reset an arrangement. That wastes time. We're already 2 rooms down. We spent a minute, which... I don't know if that'll end up being a good amount of time in the long run, but it's fine. We're doing our best. Oh, there's a little thing that you can do, a little trick to slip past these that I have a hard time with, but maybe you cool gamers out there can figure it out. Whenever you pop out of the Wocket Bucket, you can kind of stand on it as it falls, like I've kind of been doing at the ends of these rooms. And how did I end up in this situation again? So when you pop out of it, you can kind of pop out of that and like stand on it as if it was like a platform as it falls. And the spikes go away when you do that. So if you're in a situation in which you need to get by one of these, like you're like going underneath it, like if instead of going, if I was going the opposite direction I was going, I could pop out of this and just kind of fall with my Wocket Bucket through the spikes, because the spikes will detract and they won't be an issue anymore, which is a cool thing I've seen speedrunners do. But I don't think it's useful entirely everywhere, because, you have to be in a situation in which you're coming at the spikes from below or from above as opposed to below. And the level's mostly situated where you're coming at them from below. So it maybe not all that helpful of advice, unless you're like super pro at the game, which, hey, I mean, I'm going for a full completionist thing. So perhaps I am super pro at this game. And I'm just comparing myself against the super-duper pros, and maybe that's unfair. Did that just squish me? Oh, yeah, cool. So if you get out of there, you can squish yourself with the Wocket Bucket and have a great time. This game's good. I know I've said it a bunch. I know it's not, probably not that controversial an opinion that this video game is good. We have plenty of time to get out of this level. I was starting to get a little nervous, like, oh, I need to step on it. I only have a minute and a half left. Like, that isn't like, longer than we normally have to get out of a level or anything. And I was like, oh, I need to be careful here that I don't fall down there and be sad. But we don't have to worry about falling down there and being sad, because luckily those Shaky King blocks show up and stop us from falling down and being sad. Okay, yeah, so that was no problem. When I sat down to record, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like rough. This is gonna be so bad. But no, if you just break it into 2 runs, it's not bad at all. Okay, yeah, I still stand by. If you try to do this in a single run, which is possible, that will probably be the most difficult thing you do in this video game. But we didn't do it, so it's no problem at all. So River Bloat Rapids, we got the map for it here, and the Soggy Bog River. And actually, wait, let me just, is Jiggle Jungle the level? Yeah, Jiggle Jungle, so Ropey Jungle is in this one, so because spoilers, River Bloat Rapids is an alternate version of Ropey Jungle. But I was like, wait, is Ropey Jungle's in this area, right? They didn't completely like do none of the levels from this. Not that it matter, but okay. River Bloat Rapids. We must finish before the clock hits 1:30. Beat the stage without taking damage. Collect 63,000 coins. Defeat the golden enemy. Feed? I tried to combine those 2 words. Feed 5 enemies to the Venus Skytraps. Shake a turkey jerk and beat the stage without falling into the water. So we'll have to do at least 2 runs of this one. This is not going to be a repeat of the Ropey Jungle, in which I drive myself wild. And I keep going back to the Ropey Jungle just because it's not the level I spent the longest in, but that's the one. No, it's not even the one that drove me the Lowdown Depths. Lowdown Depths is the one that messed me up the most. So I don't know why I keep going back to Ropey Jungle, but it is the one I keep going back to for some reason. So we'll just do our best. We can destroy enemies, but I'm gonna carry you just in case there's a Venus Skytrap up ahead. But I don't see one immediately, so I'm gonna go ahead and stun you. Let's push. I'm gonna kill you now, because you could be a problem, because you could shoot me and ruin my thing. So we can go ahead and do this one. That one's easy. Shake a turkey jerk, no problem. It's kind of interesting that they give you such like a gimme mission like this late into the game, because maybe it's just like, they had to come up with a lot of missions. So they're like, what do we do? Shake a turkey jerk. Because, that's kind of a good, helpful mission, like, to, lead a player to think, oh, I should shake a turkey jerk, see what happens. So you'd find out about their unique property, which, would help you get into that area and get the thing I just got, whatever the hell it just was. I wanted to feed the oh, yeah, you got to shake. I was pushing buttons again. I don't know why I always do that. I wanted to feed the Venus Skytrap, but I thought I could be slick about it and just kind of cram it into its mouth before it closed. Can I drop you if I ground pound? Okay, I wasn't sure if I ground pound it, if that would drop. The best way to probably do this would probably be make it close, drop it there, and will you fall straight onto the Venus? Yep, there you go. And they'll just go ahead and eat it, which is, also a neat thing. They're utilizing the missions in fun ways for like, oh, let's show you some like enemy behavior you might not think about. like what happens when you shake a turkey jerk. And I'm not sure if I need to watch them like eat it all the way to count. So hopefully the fact that I walked off from that first one. Oh, hey, earth shake punches are also a thing, huh? Didn't think about that, but that's fine. You know, it's ain't no thing. Oh no, that's bad. We'll go ahead and retry. There we go. That's how we get away with this bag without having our friend, the Venus Skytrap, go ahead and eat it. You just gotta take it easy. Instead of like panic platforming, you gotta do chill platforming. That's the entire thing you gotta do with video games is you gotta take a chill instead of panicking. That's actually a pretty good life advice in general. Instead of panicking, just take a chill, and sometimes things will be easier. But unfortunately, the brain doesn't always want to do that. And that looks like a thing we're going to need a turkey jerk for. So we'll go ahead and find one of those. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, there's a turkey jerk. I'll just need you to, follow after me. I do actually. How far up will you bounce? You won't bounce up far enough to get that. Unfortunate. I do want to get rid of that nose dozer. I think that's number 5. Yeah, that's number 5. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this nose dozer just so I don't have to worry about it poking us in the butt whenever it's doing its thing. How am I going to get this turkey jerk down here? I wanted to bait the turkey jerk like kind of out of its home, but that's unfortunate. That's fine, you know. We had to do a second run anyways, but maybe I should just sit here, chill for a moment, grab it for it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I was just worried about getting eaten, and I just had to take away the fear of being eaten. And once that was fine, once I had accepted that I had been eaten and will take damage, it wasn't any problem at all because we got a second run. Ain't no reason to run your brain when you can instead run the game. That famous catchphrase of video game. And I'm also, I'm sitting here like kind of worried about falling in the water, although I shouldn't be because I think we're going to have to fall in the water at some point anyways. So I might as well just dunk myself in the water. This is going to lead us back to where we were previously, but I believe there's some secrets hidden throughout here. So we might as well just go ahead and grab them now instead of having to worry about them when we escape. Because this is the kind of thing that like I always forget about, and then I like escape, and then it's like, oh no, I need to grab that real quick. When when you're dashing, it gets scary, and then you're like, oh no, but I could have been good for time, but now I'm not because I had to stop for that stupid treasure. I do think that's a good hiding place for a treasure. I always like whenever they do things in video games where it's like, it's something that looks like it could be bad, like going back there is a punishment, but it also makes sense to hide something back there. It's very Wario Land in its design, which is probably why I like it, just because it very strongly invokes Wario Land for me. So I just like Wario Land. So it's like, yes, this feels like a Wario Land thing. And is that the only turkey jerk? Will there be another turkey jerk up ahead? I hope there's another turkey jerk up ahead, because I'll be a little sad if I fed the. Oh, damn! Yeah, I'm a little sad I fed that turkey jerk to that Venus Skytrap now. Wait, did I feed it or did I kill? I'm not entirely sure if I defeated it or if I defeated it. Yeah, I mean, not entirely sure what happened there. I can get past you. You can just jump past him. I wasn't sure about what the protocol there would be. So we just need to get up here and we just need to take a chill with the turkey jerk, do exactly what we did before, and get eaten. Will the turkey jerk be gone? The turkey jerk consumed in the void of the Venus Skytrap along with us. That's kind of interesting. I wasn't sure if holding the turkey jerk would spare it. Like we're the ones who are now taking damage. If that would spare the turkey jerk. But unfortunately, it wasn't. But it's fine. We've taken damage. We're not worried about it. I did this incorrectly. Well, I mean, I guess the turkey jerk survived, so it's fine. And I shook my Wiimote that time. I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I gotta shake my Wiimote because otherwise I'll be stuck in there and I'll take 2 hearts of damage. So just half a heart. I mean, I suppose I could be collecting garlic, but I'm not, I'm not worried about our health. We have plenty of health. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should probably show off, buying the health tonics, potions, whatever they're called. I never buy them, just to show like what they look like in the video game. Even though like it's not all that important really. I'm just thinking like to myself now, like, oh, maybe I should buy one of those just to show it off. Let's go ahead and stun you before you do something bad. I was about to say, oh yeah, I'm not worried about health. Like we have more health than we could ever need. Like honestly, when I was planning this LP, I was like, do I want to like make it like a low health run? Like would that be like an interesting thing to add to it? And ultimately, I decided not. And the reason I was thinking that was like, oh, we have to do like take no damage for most stages anyway. So what does buying all this health even matter in the long run? But I decided against it because I was like, I will probably struggle against some of these bosses the first time. It's probably worth it. Also, just, you know, like, oh yes, I have purchased everything in the video game. It makes me feel good to know, because, you know, otherwise, had we not purchased everything, then it wouldn't truly be 100%. Even though I suppose you could just go off of the percentages and like things the game counts as like completion, as opposed to like, oh yes, and then I purchased everything in the video game as well. And I need to learn that these ropes don't work the way that I'm expecting to, because I keep expecting them to function differently. Oops, and excuse me. I keep expecting, like, if I swing at the lowest point of them, that's how I get the best jump. Just because in my brain, that's how ropes work. But no, that's not what we need to do here. What we need to do here is we need to, you know, swing at an area where it works. Oh, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, I thought the secret map was there. I keep forgetting that we have the ability to see the secret maps, and I just keep forgetting that we can do that. And oh, can we not make that jump? I thought we could make I thought we could jump off of the max velocity dasherator over here, and there was, oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different place, but I thought there'd be an arrangement. Maybe I just jumped bad, but I was thinking that there was an arrangement where we run with the max velocity dasherator to come up here. Maybe there will be something. I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, there totally is, because either that or there's going to be a bomb enemy somewhere. Or, you know, I suppose there could just be a max velocity dasherator in a different location. There's also something up there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that jump with that rope. Jump rope. If that's the idea of this thing, like, yeah, we come up here. It's no problem at all. Wait for this rope to come back, see if is there anything to jump over to in this direction. No. Okay, so we have to get that max velocity dasherator. But how do we jump up into there? Was I supposed to have gotten enemy? Is that like a way to come back from? You know, that's probably something for the post fold, I bet. Yeah, you know what? That's probably totally a post fold thing where you pop out of there in the post fold running. And I probably shouldn't be worrying about how was I supposed to jump in there. Maybe I've messed this up. Let's see. Okay, yeah. If I jump a little bit better with my timing, if I time out my jump a little better, it's definitely possible to make that. I think I just whiffed the jump last time, and we'll just run straight to the end. I'll turn around here. Oh no, I can't turn. Yeah, you can't turn around on those because they. Oh, shake. Why am I? I keep unlearning this lesson of you gotta shake the Wiimote. Who would guess? And Wario Land is shake it, but shaking the Wiimote would be as important as it is. You know, this is only the second to last episode. You know, I still have so much to learn about this video. I mean, there's always more you can learn about this video game. Like, y'all saw what I did in the Launchpad Labyrinth, accepting 2 runs instead of a single run. I could have gone and learned how to do that in a single run and spent the hours devoting myself to it. I had a good time, but that wasn't what we did there. Instead, we chickened out and took the easy route, and I am 100% okay with that. And I'm so glad that I didn't actually run into. I meant to say accidentally, but I said actually, which I guess isn't grammatically incorrect, but not what I wanted to say. I'm just glad I didn't run into that enemy because I would have been a little sad. And actually, I doubt this is what they want, but yeah, I just had to try and make that jump just one more time. Just because I'm not 100% sure. Because, you know, I don't know these levels as well as other Wario Land games. I know I've said that a couple times. And it's the big thing for me is, you know, I haven't played this game as many times. I believe I've played this game 3 times because I played it once when it came out, again at some point in college, and then I played it like several months before starting this LP, because I was actually going to start this LP a little bit sooner, but then I was busy, and then also the Beard Bros started a Let's Play of it, so I was just like, I'll play the video game while Gerard plays the video game, and then the entire time I was going, he doesn't know about the secret levels, but, you know, of course he found out about the secret levels, and then do, or whatever the new sound is, completed it. So, you know, like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll do, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna like practice this game and like do all the missions and stuff, and then I did the same thing that I always do, where I'm like, oh, well, these missions are kind of a pain in the ass, I guess I'll just do them in the Let's Play, and kind of took notes about them, and just kind of left it at that. And actually, there was an arrangement down here. I wanted to check out the thing. Oh, I don't think I've ever talked about, okay, so I've talked about before, like, oh, the banded arrows are definitely cute. Just because, hey, they definitely are they're definitely little cuties. But like, their stupid monkey noises are so good. I enjoy. Oh no, I enjoy their monkey noises because, you know, whenever something that shouldn't make a monkey noise makes a monkey noise, it's always funny. That's that part of my brain, the Ed and Eddie fan of my brain of like, yes, monkey noise, funny. Oh, and no, I'm just gonna do this again. I should probably instead of jumping, I should probably run off that cliff. And actually, what I would like to do is I'd like to. Actually, wait. If I go 1, 2, 3, no, then I'll make my third touch this way. So we have to run this way to start with. Okay, so I'll just walk off. We don't run into the water. We'll turn around. I didn't actually want to turn around in that manner. That's fine. Is it fine? Well, I mean, yeah, I can bounce off here as long as I can make the jump up onto the Venus Skytraps. It's not a problem. But no, just the stupid monkey noises they make are funny whenever you shake them and they're you know, making monkey noises. It's like, haha, yes, monkey noise, brain, and then you clap, and then we all have a good time. But that little like noise they make whenever you're holding them, like deciding if you want to put them to death, it's a good noise. It's a cute noise. Is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the banded are cute. That was that entire thought. That was all I had to that thought. And how am I gonna turn around here actually? Because we need to get up there. Fire. Is the fire on the timer or is it on the steps? So I always forget. I think the actually engulfed in flames form is based on time, not based on like steps or anything. Oh yeah, because steps was in Wario Land 2-3, Hot Wario or Flamin' Wario or Fire Wario, depending on which game you're playing. At one point was based off of steps instead of this 3-touch rule. Oh man, if I had landed that could have been good. And I think I was getting the actual like engulfed in flames part mixed up with the actual mechanic here. Okay, so what needs to be happening here? What needs to happen here is I need to get here. To get up here, oh whoops, shake the Wiimote. To make that jump, I have to shake the Wiimote. To make that jump, I have to make that one Venus Skytrap like active. And once it's active, I'd be able to come up here, and this needs to be my third touch. So where are my 3 touches going to be? This would be my second touch, which means somewhere over there would be my first touch. So what I want to do is I want to engulf in flames, jump on this, come over here, shake the Wiimote, touch something over here, and then I'm going to need to jump onto this Venus Skytrap, to jump onto this one, to jump up there, to do the thing. I think we got a plan. So I need you to stop like closing on me because like I keep doing this a little too quickly and jumping on it before it's or excuse me, I keep turning around and doing this before it's like closed back up since that one's on a delay. It's funny that the ones on the delay are giving me the trouble since like, you know, the Venus Skytraps that close immediately are the ones that they introduce second, and I assume are supposed to be you know, the challenging ones, and I messed that up unfortunately. So we should probably do our second touch up on shake the Wiimote on that little ledge as opposed to what I'm currently doing, which is wrong. But you know, it take. Oh damn it! Hopefully you close. Oh wait, no, we don't want it to close. In fact, I very explicitly wanted it to be open because I don't think we can make that jump up there if it's not. What am I doing here? Oh, okay. I said my entire plan, and then I forgot it, but I remembered it again. Okay, so we're gonna run. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna land on that. I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna jump here to turn around a little quicker. I'm gonna jump here. Can I make that jump? No, I can't make this jump. So I also have to land on that Venus Skytrap. We're learning here. Okay, so this one's gonna close pretty quickly though. So I'm not exact. I almost said exactly like I was gonna make like a weird egg joke, and I'm not sure why. Like. That has like no relevance here. Like there's not an egg on screen. Why would I be like exactly with emphasis on the egg? I guess my brain's just on fire. Okay. So what are we gonna do here? What we're gonna do here is light ourselves on fire. Jump here. Jump again. Jump again. Jump again. Jump again. Hey, jump again. Just oh no, damn bad. Fuck. I think okay. I think that one was a problem of execution, not a problem with the plan. I think the plan is as solid as it's gonna get. Oh no, and I say that, and then execution once again goes wrong. And there we go. I just need to concentrate a little bit. Stop being bad at the video game. Oh, you can open the chest with the flaming hot Wario state. That's pretty good, pretty cool. I appreciate that. And I just realized that we still have a second run of this. I was like, oh yeah, we should be getting near the end of the level. And then I was like, oh damn it, I have to play this level again. But it's fine. You know, the second run won't be a problem. Hopefully, it won't be a problem. Because what are we gonna be doing in the second run? It's gonna be health and the not falling in the water. I'm not sure if we'll manage to do time this time. I suppose once we hit the checkpoint, like, we could do time anytime we want, because we'll have the time, because the checkpoint will have, you know, allowed us to do anything in any order we desire. And where would be the best place to shake this out? I kind of don't want to drop down there because I don't know what's down there, but I know if I shake this here, like, if I were to come to the end of this, some of the money would... I just pointed at the screen like that would help. Oh, and you... Well, you already hurt me. That's fine, because I was already dead on the inside, so it's no problem at all. Let's just go ahead and leave that money there, and we'll go ahead and do a little exploring. I'm glad I didn't shake that out now, because I was a little... Oh, I think I managed to hit that banded arrow into the Venus Skytrap. I just heard the Venus Skytrap noise. That's pretty good. I do love that you can feed the enemies to the Venus Skytrap. I love all the little things that you can do with some of the enemies in this video game. Damn it. I thought we could get that money before it despawned. What do we need to get in this level? 63,000 coins. Hopefully there's a diamond or something on the way out, because we're getting near the end of the level, and I'm starting to feel like we probably should have a little bit more money, but we have a baggie here, so maybe there won't be a diamond. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure there's some money behind those blocks down there, so let's just go ahead and go down there and grab some blocks. Actually, what is the point of this? I'm not entirely sure what the point of this is. Perhaps I should have, I was going to say eaten that banded arrow. I thought there'd be gold coins behind there for some reason. Huh, weird. I don't know why I was probably thinking of something in some other level. I should probably be shaking some garlic out of these just so I don't, like, die or anything, although we get fully healed once we hit a checkpoint, so probably not all that important. I do appreciate that we're getting a Fire Wario, is it called Fire Wario? I always forget what they call it, you know, because once it stopped being Hot Wario, what does it matter? Even though I don't think I realized it was called Hot Wario in the LPs, that it was actually called Hot Wario. Like this looks like a pretty simple arrangement. Like, just, you know, we'll just run touch, you know, fire. It won't be that much of a problem. Although I did destroy these blocks here. I mean, it's not a problem because we can just sit here and jump. Like this is a very easy Flame and Warrior arrangement. No problems here whatsoever. But that one with the Venus Skytrap was actually an interesting, new, unique Flame and Wario like transformation arrangement. Unlike anything we had seen in any other like Wario Land game. So it was like, oh, cool that, you know, they came up with a new, cool, new, unique thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I should run this way first, because otherwise we'll get completely engulfed in flames on this side. And this is a pretty easy arrangement too. This one's just, you know, you have to think about the thing, timer jumps. And this gives us the money we needed, no problem. Okay, I was getting a little worried about money, but it was not a problem in the end whatsoever. Oh, and I fell in the water. Not that it matters. We already failed that thing. I don't think there's been an instance of anything that we couldn't have done without falling into the water. I think the only instance was like I jumped into the water to grab the treasure. That was that weird seed-looking thing. I don't remember its name. I believe that was the only instance where like water was like unavoidable in this level, in terms of like wanting to get something, and it was a treasure, so we won't need to like show it again. Oh, you know what? Oh, I was about to say I bet we can get under there, but I think we actually come from the other ways. Spoilers. This takes us up to the Murphle, which will get us to checkpoint. But before I hit that checkpoint, I would like to hit that fire block. Oh, there's not fire. Will we be able to land safely down here? No, we couldn't land safely. Oh, you know what? It's not that. It's not. Okay, that was good. That was a good test for science, because now y'all know you can't get it, and it's not bad for me. I can accept this loss because I'm not sad because we've already made the thing, although I am sad because that was money we could have had, even though it doesn't really matter because we have more money than we ever need. Okay, so that block was over there. You know, I'm just going to light myself on fire. I don't think I can get behind that thing to make me to have done a third. Oh, you know what? I probably should have done my 2 touches there. I think that'd probably be the best, because I don't remember. I know we were just over there, but I don't remember what that final fire block looked like. So we should probably go over there. I do appreciate that Venus Skytrap arrangement was really good. It was nice to see like a Flame and Wario like Hot Wario transformation or arrangement, excuse me, that felt unique to this game. That wasn't just like, oh, this could have been in Wario Land 4, and like, you know, they just, you know, like a lot of these is just like, oh yeah, this could have been in Wario Land 4, and you know, I would have never been able to tell you that it wasn't. But you know, like even like this one, you know, you just run across a thing, you get to a thing. It's pretty unique, but not that special. It could have been in Wario Land 4, but that Venus Skytrap one, definitely utilizing like mechanics that didn't exist in Wario Land 4. Like, oh, here are these neat enemies, and you got to utilize them in a neat way. And I don't remember what we need to get out and under 130. So we'll just go ahead and go. And the Merfol's telling us to go that way, but the Merfol's dead wrong. The Merfol doesn't know which way it wants, because it's like, oh yeah, you want to go that way. But no, Merfol, we go the other way. There's a Max Fastosity Dasherator. I don't know why, but that word makes me so self-conscious with me not being able to say it, because it's a hard word to say, Max Fastosity Dasherator. You know, one of those 3 words is real. So like, I shouldn't be like, oh no, why can't I say this? And we gotta jump. Oh. Why am I not doing... Well, at what point do I need to jump off of that? It's a problem I've been having with these ropes, is figuring out the point to jump off. I assume I should get to the bottom of the rope, because we kind of need to do like a longer jump. And you know, if we move at the bottom, the arcs and the momentums, physics, you know, all that, you know. Who's to say what physics really means? I don't. I can't remember physics all that well. I had, you know, this isn't it's related to the video game. We're talking about physics, though. I had a wild experience in physics, University Physics 2, which was the name of the course. It's not me trying to be fancy saying university instead of college as an American. But I had a wild time in that class because we had I had this Russian professor. I think he was Russian. He sounded Russian to me. And at one point he made like a joke, like a James Bond, like a joke that made him sound like he was supposed to be like a James Bond villain. And it was like, oh, that's fun. But like, I don't remember how long college semesters are anymore. But I would say maybe halfway through the semester, he announced he had to go back to his home country. Like he said it like, oh yes, I have to go back to home country. Like, you know, like that basically, you know, like his voice wasn't like that, like cartoony Russian, like it was a real Russian accent. And like the dude disappeared. Like he left, and we had a substitute professor for the rest of the class. So, you know, for half of the class, we had this different dude. And the substitute professor was the same dude. And the substitute professor, came in and taught, basically the majority of this class. Because, it was I don't remember the exact amount, but it was in the second half when everything was harder, et cetera, et cetera. And, the day before, not the day before, but the class before the final, the substitute professor is giving us instructions on like, okay, I'll let you bring notes that are this big, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you can have this type of calculator, whatever. It's like, okay, cool. It was all pretty standard. I mean, I think he was very lenient on his notes. Like, I think he allowed a larger note card size than some of my other professors were allowing for like their notes. For their, like, oh, you can take this size note card into the test. And I believe this substitute professor was allowing a slightly bigger one than some of my other professors were. So I was very excited about that. And I was like, okay, cool. And oh, damn it, we come in for the test. And the original professor is back. He's been gone since halfway through the semester. And all of a sudden he's back for the final. And he sees like our note cards. He's like, no, that's too big. So, like, I had to, like, panic and, like, very quickly rewrite all of my notes onto another, like sheet of paper, like, that I had just cut out that was, like, the proper size and write it very, very small. And, oh, my God. I hated school so much. School sucks. It's so bad. I don't know how anybody enjoys doing garbage like that. I did not like it. Did not like it then. Do not like it now. I've always disliked school. I came back like day one pre-K, like, oh my God, it was terrible. And I realized that was gonna be a problem the second I tried to turn around. I need to turn around before I fall off that platform there. And I should also probably stop distracting myself with stories of the days before, ye olden times, and focus on this before this turns into a ropey jungle. I think I had just immediately settled back into the vibe I was given off in ropey jungle, where it was like, oh, we're gonna be doing this for a while, who cares, and just kind of like blabbering on, which I guess is what happened, why we got discussions of like James Bond villain-ass physics professors or whatever I was talking about. It doesn't matter. Like, what I'm interested to see is if that thing that I said, like, oh, I bet we'll return from there at a different angle, if that'll end up being a thing. Oh, yeah, you know what? Because right before that fire, right before we, like, failed on the other one, there's a steel block, and I bet once we run through that steel block, it'll take us to that little drop-off that we couldn't actually jump to, that I had tried to jump to, like, 2 or 3 times. That'll probably take us there. But I'm a little concerned now. Hopefully the room is timed in such a way. Well, actually, I guess the room won't be timed in such a way because we could run around and do, like, weird things or whatever. Also, I appreciate the segment where you just run through and, like, blast those logs to hell. I think you do the same thing in Ropey Jungle. I don't remember. This was the wrong way. I don't remember if you do the same thing in Ropey Jungle, if you get to blast the logs to hell running through them. But it's fun. I appreciate it. I will need to figure out the timing, though. That'll be a kind of a crapshoot, because I'm going to assume that the fire that you know catches you on fire is about 50% of the time, and since they can't actually time the room to be like, oh, you know, they're going to be in this room or they're going to run through in this amount of time, the fire needs to be off then. It's basically a 50-50 shot if that fire is going to be there when we try to run by, until we figure out, like, the way the game designers intended you to run through the room, because I assume that they didn't just go, it's a 50-50 shot, whatever, and then just test to make sure it's possible. I'm sure that they were like, okay, well, this is the way that we expect the players to try to go through this room, and, you know, then they timed the fire spawning thing to spawn the fire in an appropriate interval to not do it. Or maybe I'm just crazy and that fire isn't going to be where I think it is. Because I've been saying this entire thing assuming that there was a fire spawner right in front of the steel block that we need to run through. Which hopefully we can get on this run through, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn here. And no, oh man, the Boom de Niro, that stupid Boom de Niro is breaking and falling into the Venus Skytrap and activating it. Huh? What do we need to do in that room then? Oh well, okay, there we go. And it's well, I probably could have remembered that they blocked off the fire there, because I believe we had gotten to that steel block before, but I didn't remember, and basically everything I was saying was garbage, essentially, because I was like just pondering, like, oh well, I wonder the game design, and it was just like, no, idiot, of course they just block it off. Why are you even thinking? You've seen that block. You should have known that it was blocked off. And do we have to get out in 1:30? Yeah, we can get out in 5 seconds. No problem, baby. There we go. That's the level. And I totally didn't forget something, and definitely planned for it to pick it up in the second run, because, you know, there's definitely nothing in the level that I just totally forgot about or anything, because, you know, we have to go and do a second run without falling into the water or taking damage. So any mistakes I may have made were a happy accident. Oh, you know, I was trying to be coy, like, oh, I wonder if there's anything. The level tells you that there's a secret map there. I'm pretty sure at some point in the level I was like, I think there's a secret map here. So I was being weird for no reason. Hey, y'all, there's 3 levels in this one instead of the 2. This is a long boy. Not y'all already know it's a long boy, and I'm just making a longer boy by sitting here and waxing about how long the boy is. I can't believe that I thought I could pull a fast one on y'all and be like, what the? Oh, there's actually 3 in this area. I keep wanting to say world instead of area, because that's just how I break video games down into. But the video game tells you, hey, there's a secret map in this level. Y'all can see it's a long boy, and also we can see where the sparkles were. So y'all probably saw the sparkles here, and we're like, no, you're running away from it. Don't fall for its disguise, because that disguise fooled me. Putting the sparkle underneath a diamond, that's very tricky. You know, that's the kind of thing I feel like I would call rude if I was in a worse mood. But that's a good hiding place for the thing. You you know, like, whenever you can't see... Oh, that didn't stun you because you were just slightly off screen. Whenever you can't see them, like, any hiding place is going to feel, like, rude because it's like, well, how was I supposed to know it was there without knowing it's there? But, you know, once the sparkles are there, it's just a matter of picking them up and grabbing them. But, you know, hiding it under a diamond, that's a clever place to hide a sparkly because, like, yeah, it just blends in with the diamond's natural radiance. Wait, is that... Oh, for a second I thought that like, log back there, the one, like, right behind Wario right now, I thought it was, like, a person, like one of those, like, ancient Greek, like, statues where they, like, grab themselves and they're made out of marble, but they look, like, really good or whatever, and then people are like, damn, that must have been really annoying to carve out of marble, huh? And that's why people are impressed, because they're like, damn, that would have been really annoying to do. And everyone's like, yeah, bro, that must have super sucked to make. Sweet statue. But where are the arms? Why do y'all hate... I know that they just got broken and they used that paint, whatever. So there's that. I hope I said everything I meant to say about this level. There is something I managed to somehow miraculously avoid saying about this level, and that is that it reminds me of Monsoon Jungle. I'm pretty sure I said it about Ropey Jungle. Pretty sure I said it about Soggy Bog River, but this is the one where it's like, it's actually raining. Oh, we can't get out that way because we're not max Fast City Dash rating. That's fine. We'll just climb out of here. And nearly run into the spikes like 3 times there. And I was just like starting to get like dizzy, like not actually dizzy, but I was starting to like, oh no, what if I mess up here? And I can't see if there's water below, so I was getting a little nervous there. Let's go ahead and stun you. We'll just go ahead and walk ahead and just be very careful because I don't know where there's water going to be. I heard that Venus Sky Trap, which was an appreciated sound because it made me know like, oh, if I drop down, I gotta be careful. You know, I thought walking out of here would be chill, but I'm also, I guess, well, I was about to say, I'm panicking regardless. But the reason I'm panicking is because if I fall into the water or, you know, get hurt, we got to do it all. Well, I was going to say all over again, but now that we've hit that checkpoint, it's not all over again. It's just partially all over. I wanted to kill you, but that's fine. You can just stay stuck into that wall as long as you leave me alone. And just for old time's sakes, I'll just... I was like, I wonder if he'll eat 2 of them. And no, one of them fell off. Although I think the reason the nose dozer fell off is because it was just slightly out of range. Less opposed to being like it couldn't eat 2 at once if it damn well pleased. Because like we saw, like if you're holding turkey jerk, it'll eat both you and the turkey jerk. If you shoot it, it's gonna hurt. Oh man, we actually almost ran out of time. Well, we still had 30 seconds left, so almost ran out of time. A little arbitrary there, but you know it's fine because it's time to continue this long boy with another level, secret map, the missions, we get the songs, etc. It's time to go to the final level of the Jiggle Jungle, the Prison, a true alternate version of Airy Tail Castle, whose secret map we just got in the River Bloat Rapids. We just did that, silly. Why don't you remember? Maybe you have bad memory like me, in which I totally understand if you've forgotten, because I forgot the secret map in that level, so I'm not going to give you shit for forgetting. My memory's obviously very bad too, because we must finish before the clock hits 2 minutes. Beat the stage without taking damage. Collect 72,000 coins. Don't break any rock buckets. Defeat the golden enemy and something else. Who cares about the last one? If there was an additional mission after defeat the golden enemy, is probably dumb bullshit. A bad mission or whatever. So whatever. Let's move on. So prison. You know, it's going to be alternate remix version of Airy Tail Castle, which I enjoyed a lot because you know the aesthetic's nice, the music's nice, you know, Brian Eno stuff. It's nice. I enjoyed it a whole lot. I'm not sure how aesthetically different it is. Like they do like palette swaps. I can't really tell if how much is actually swapped here though. I can tell that the background is different because in Airy Tail Castle it was Blue Skies Baby, but this one's more of an evening pink, which is always, it's so beautiful whenever the sky turns pink. It's like, holy shit, I forget that the sky can do this color sometimes, and it's a good color for sure. So I appreciate it. So even if there isn't a whole lot to graphically differentiate it from Airy Tail Castle, you know, who's to say that it really even needed it? Like it looks good. I need to move. And by move I mean I need to fall a little bit quicker, which I can't do anything about that because I would like to have these silver coins. I'm not sure how tight the coin requirement is. I think I always assume the coin requirement's a little bit tighter than it actually is. But you know, we might as well just be careful and get these big coins. These little ones, who cares? They're worth like 10 each. We'll move on. We need 72,000 of them coins. So we'll just get a move on. Actually, there might have been... No, I'm going to move on because I was like, there might have been something in that bottom right corner, but I don't want to go back and check just because if I were to go back down there, then... Well, I was going to say if I jump down there, then the rocket bucket would not be in the right place, and I'd have to respawn it, and that would be bad. But that actually wouldn't be a problem because I could, in fact, move the rocket bucket. But then I'd have to worry about, like, oh, what if I hit the rocket bucket with the spike thing and it broke, and that'd be very sad for me, and we would get a move on. So this is an alternate version of Fairy Tale Castle, as I'm sure you've noticed or heard me say several times. Which means we get doors. Doors are back, baby, because doors only exist in the castles in the skies. That's why Miyazaki loves them so much, because he's like, damn, do I love doors, but unfortunately they only exist in castles in the sky. How else would you do the thing? Oh, I think I moved the block a little too much to make this jump. Oh, I'm gonna try this one more time. Yeah, because I was gonna say that seems like I'm very close to making it. I mean, even if the block had moved too much, we could go grab that pitchfork and use the pitchfork as a bouncy boy, and then bounce off that boy to get up there, which we didn't do. We will, however, require your services. So I'm going to move you somewhere where you won't die. I'll just drop you down here. You'll fall into that thing. I don't think you'll get squished. I'll scoot this over a little bit, but I don't want to drop it because there's a block puzzle happening here that I've been doing without really talking too much about it. So what the game wants you to do, but the game wants us to do something, but we're going to do something different because we're rebels with the cause. We're rebels with a cause because there's something we're actually trying to do. So no rebels without a cause. Rebels very much so with a cause. And be very careful here so I don't hit the spike, since one of the missions is to not hurt ourselves. So we're just going to do our best not to, accidentally hit yourself in the shin with a weight like I may have done. Well, I was going to say moments before, but it was hours now. Shower knee. Not important. But, sometimes you hurt yourself accidentally in real life and a lot, and it just translates to the real world. So there's a block puzzle here, and this block puzzle is kind of funny because there's only one way you can really do this block puzzle, but if you don't know that thing about pitchforks, which you probably do at this point if you're playing this far, you probably think like, oh, I need to get that block over here so I can do this thing, the thing with the other pillar that goes up and down, doing its thing, like, oh, I need to get the block over there to get up there somehow. But no. The point of the block, and I'm gonna get distracted one more time. Air guitar, it's a great treasure. That's such a fun idea. Like, oh, it's just the guitar with an outline. It's fun. Although I would posit it would be funnier if there was literally no art for it. I think that'd make it better. What the game wanted you to do is I wanted you to drop that block down so you could crawl in there. But with the miracle that is this crawl jump, you can do anything you set your mind to. So yeah, doors. They only exist in castles in the sky. Very strange to me that they use castles in the... I almost said that they use castles in the sky so sparingly. Which, Castle in the Sky, it's a great theme. Miyazaki's made 1,000 million movies about what if a castle was in the air. And every single one of them is good. And by that, I mean the one literally called Castle in the Sky is his second best movie. The first one, of course, being Porco Rosso. And I say Miyazaki, but I really mean Ghibli. I forget how all the movies break down. That's that dumb thing in our brain where we're like, oh, auteurs, and we have to attribute things to one person, even though it's a big collaborative thing. Especially something as crazy as animation, like animation in video games. Always, I mean, they do the same thing with movies too. And movies are also very super collaborative, and they also, probably have the biggest auteur thing of all. But it's just strange how things get credited to one person whenever they're big collaborative thingamajigs. That was all I was saying about that, and then I got a little sidetracked about it because I had accidentally fallen into the trap of, oh yeah, Miyazaki movie. I mean, people literally call them Miyazaki movies, and I guess there probably is a break between people who like the Miyazaki Ghibli movies and then who don't. But not that I can say I'm so behind on Miyazaki movies. I haven't watched one since the latest one I've seen is Howl's Moving Castle. Never got on that Ponyo business. Not that I was actually very excited for Ponyo. I just never watched it and then didn't get around to it. And they kept releasing movies. And I was like, oh shoot, I should probably watch some of those, huh? But that's enough about that. We have a video game to play, and I'm very excited because we have to push a bunch of buttons. And as I've come to learn, I love to hit buttons, which is why I did this arrangement completely wrong. I actually remember how this arrangement works, just because it's a little bit of a strange one that could be a little obnoxious, since you'd have to run back and forth hitting buttons if you don't know what to do. And I just saw the rainbow in the background. I was like, oh my god, the rainbow has the colors red, yellow, and blue, just like the buttons, but it's a rainbow. It has all the colors that matter. Any color not on a rainbow, not a real color. Sorry, gray. Sorry, white. Sorry, black. Get out of here. Not a real color anymore. Just wanted to hear that monkey noise. Love it so much. And actually, before we go in there, let's just go ahead and check up here. Yeah, because you need to come over here with red and yellow activated, so you can get up here, and then blue not active, so you can get into the max velocity dasherator. There's some Shake King blocks up there that we'll worry about in a moment. And I ran into a wall because I wasn't thinking about what we actually needed to do. I was like, oh yeah, there's a switch to hit the button, but why would I do that? Oh yeah, right. They gated off the things with blocks, so we're gonna have to hit this. So I think there's actually two. There's actually two arrangements like locked into here. So like we saw that steel block that we're going to obviously want to run across and break through, but I believe we're also going to want to continue into the next room, keeping this dash, this max fastosity dashing going. And I suppose we can just come in here and check what's crack-lack. And I don't think this is progress. I think this is a little bonus area, so we should just be good to go ahead and pop in here. I'm hoping, like I've said time and time again, like I don't know these levels super-duper well, just because, you know, I've only played this game like 3 times. Oh, I'm not going fast enough, please. Oh, damn it. That's fine. We need to do a second run, so I'm not panicking about it or anything. I am a little disappointed, but I'm not panicking. It's fine. And I was like, I should destroy that nose dozer, but we're going back in the other room, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've only played this game like 3 times, so I don't know these levels as well as like other Wario Land games. But there is also, and I've mentioned this before, so maybe it's not even worth saying, but one of the biggest factors for me not knowing these levels as well is there's not a good like sprite rip of like this game, like period. Like there's a few things in the game like ripped from the game, like there's Wario sprites, which like thank God, like Wario sprites are so good in this game. It'd be a shame, a crime even, if there weren't a good sprite rip of Wario for the video game Wario Land Shake It. But there's not like, or at least I haven't found any. Maybe they're tucked away somewhere on the corners of the internet where my Google searching prowess has failed me, and that's not actually a problem because I somehow didn't get hurt, and also, you know, we've already broken a bucket. So, you know, what's the problem with a couple buckets broken between friends? You know, it's not much. But there's not like good like sprite rips of like the backgrounds and stuff, which is such a shame because the backgrounds are so beautiful. Would love to be able to look at them. And that's actually one of the big things I do for prepping for Let's Plays, and more specifically getting ready for like individual episodes, is like going and looking at like the map, like what would you say, like the level, like a screen cap of the entire level. Like there's a website called like VG Atlas that's, oh my god, I love that website so much. It's so helpful in like planning for things for like Let's Plays and stuff, and like just keeping things straight in my head. Like, okay, I can look at this level, I can remember the layout a little bit better, you know, having just seen it. Because, you know, if you go and like play the video game, like then I'll be too prepared. And then if I watch a video, then I'm just gonna end up copying something that I've seen in a video, which isn't what I want to do. Like, I'm making my own videos. Why would I want to copy someone else's video? Flying floor pillow. Oh, I see it now. I was like, that looks very strange, but no, I see the pillow now. And we need to go swap the buttons. I'll go ahead and kill the nose dozer just so I don't run into his spiky face and make myself sad. Let's go ahead and deactivate this because we are going to want to run into the next room. And actually, before I go ahead, and I know we're going to need to run into the next room because I know this was going to get me in trouble. Let's just go ahead and look what we need to do. There's a bumble prod there, which is very obnoxious because we're going to need to run in there, turn around, and get in there with both not being shot by the boomed and arrow, but also without running into the bumble prod, because we can't kill the bumble prod by dashing into them. We'll just be injured. And also the boomed and arrow, just since they have a projectile, they could like no scope us and it'd be very sad. But I just enjoy looking at like video games, like level, like the map, not map data, but like a picture of the level. I feel like there's a word for that, and I'm not thinking about it. I tend to say like map, but I'm not sure if that's, you know, correct in all instances. I would probably say map, though, to be honest. I'm just gonna go ahead and run back and forth. Just a second, let the nope. Oh, actually, that was perfect. I was gonna say like I don't think I let the bumble prod move far enough away, but that actually ended up working out well. And I was just, oh no, damn. Oh, I was like, why didn't I kill the thing? But you can't kill the thing, because if you kill the guy, then he just respawns when you come back into the room. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to do this one. But I just enjoy looking at like the... Well, I was going to say, I do actually enjoy looking at like video game maps, just because I find it interesting, like looking at them, and I find it to be a useful thing to like, you know, kind of get the level design down in my head. Like I feel like often in Let's Plays, I'll be like, oh, you know, this is designed in such a way. And that's something that's just like, you know, you play a game enough and you kind of get a feel for like, oh, I feel like I know why this is designed this way. But, you know, being able to look at the level at large and see like the full picture, it's like, okay, you can kind of get the idea in your head better of like why things are the way they are. And just unfortunately, since, you know, sprite rips don't exist in this game in such a way that I would like, it's just like, oh, I would love to see like a map of the full, like one of these full levels, and I'd probably have the layouts better in my head once we got to like these more difficult levels that are a bit more intricate. I'd probably, oh, that's cool that you can kill them with the buttons whenever they spawn, and that's neat. I think the Mario Makey does the same thing, because oh no, you shot. Well, wait, yeah, that's not a problem. I already ran into the bumble run. I'd forgotten entirely about that. So if you know a single damn thing about ripping sprites, I will forever be in your debt if you sprite rip like this game, even though it's too late for me to use for my Let's Play. But maybe some future entrepreneuring Let's Player will be able to use them, and I will also just look at them because I think this game looks nice and would appreciate being able to see this game's art and seeing the levels in their entirety. And let's just do this. I thought I was going to cut away, but I did it. Electra ukulele. I almost said ukulele, which, you know, you think I'd be able to say ukulele at this point. You know, it's not like there's a 2 whole game. Well, I mean, at the time of this recording, there's only 1. And at the time of uploading, there's only 1. But, you know, there'll be 2 this year, and there'll eventually be a 3rd one, Tukulele, which I'm totally going to be in, and definitely. Oh no, I need a duck. I'm doing a thing on Twitter. I'm trying to convince Playtonic to put me in the sequel to Ukulele, because they had a contest to get into Ukulele in the Impossible Lair, and I felt like I did a pretty good job, but I didn't win. And then I decided, well, what if I just kept pretending like this contest was going and just kept doing bullshit and see if they will like put me in their video game, and or what will probably end up happening is me getting blocked on Twitter. So that was the entire point of that. Is there anything over here? Okay, so we have don't break the checkpoint as a mission, unfortunately. I think I'm going to go for it this time. I've already hurt myself. I've already broken a Wocket Bucket, and we're not going to be going for time. Oh my god, you're in this level. I think this is the last enemy in the video game we haven't seen. This is a Peekaboom. I'm going to put him down. I'll let him do his thing. Peekaboom's little ninjas, and they spawn bombs. That's their entire thing. I'm not sure why they put the Peekaboom there. I appreciate that it's there just because I find it interesting that, like, why did they do that? I don't really know. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to defeat the golden enemy. Did I miss the golden enemy in the level? I don't know where the golden enemy is off the top of my head. Oh, it's fine. If I missed it, I can get it in the second run. You know, these second runs are very useful for me as someone who's like, I don't really know these levels like as well as I would like. Oh, that's a damn shame. That's fine. We'll just do this without dashing. I mean, I could turn around and dash through here if I see something that makes me want to dash. Oh, like this. Like, I bet there's a jump. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I was like, I bet there's a jump here that I'm going to need to be dashing to make. But no, that's just that room that we saw previously. We come into here. Not really anything happening. Okay, so we didn't really... The dashing, just to save a little bit of time to get to this rocket bucket segment. Last Wocket Bucket segment. What do we need to be out of here? We need to be out of here in 2 minutes, I believe, for time. Like, obviously, we're not doing it this time. But, you know, it's good to be aware for our next run what we need to be doing. I don't really like the angle at this, but I'll just go ahead and shake it. Oh, so many golden coins fell. And then man, this has been bad. No, that didn't go great. What do we need? We need 72,000 of them ones, them coins. I've tried not to say gold, and now I'm just trying to say like weirder thing. I'm channeling chess at video chess on Twitter, who likes to say things like the ones when referring to things. And for some reason, I'm deciding to channel her when trying to think of a replacement for saying gold. Whenever the currency is it's very obviously coins. It's not like in you know, Wario Land 4, where you get a mix of things like diamonds and coins, and like, you know, it's just like a abstract money thing. It is very very clearly coins. Like, I mean, I guess you get diamonds as well. Oop, and you're a golden enemy. I'm so glad I found you. I was starting to worry that I had missed you, and I was going to be very sad. And also, I'm not really too worried about money now. I think we're going to be good because well, actually, we may be a little in trouble for money. Hopefully, there'll continue to be currency in the level for us to collect. Hopefully, I can actually get out in time because we only have a minute left. Hopefully, there's like a big fat diamond, a bunch of like gold coins somewhere on our way out. Because I don't think I have the time to collect anything, which would actually be a problem because I don't think we'll have time to do money mixed in with time as well for our next run. So hopefully there'll be some fat cash on our way out that I can collect. So I'll jump for the coins. Oh, I did a bad job. Can I? Oh no! Now I can't get up there without turning. Oh, there's a diamond up there. That's fine. I'm gonna risky for the bisky. I think we can do this. That's baseless confidence at its finest, but I think we'll be fine. I need to be jumping more so we can get off of here. We're probably not gonna have enough time, and I'll probably need to do, unfortunately, a third run of this. Well, actually, it'd be more of a first one because I think I'm just gonna end up failing this run in the end. But we'll see what we can do. We got enough money. So I just need to get out of this damn level now. So I just need to be very careful not to fail. Oh no, we're right by the start. So we should be good. I think we're gonna be very close. But it's fine. It's fine. See, it's no problems whatsoever, baby. I wasn't worried. You were the one who was worried. Did you hear yourself? Because I can actually very easily hear myself. I only keep half of my headset on, so I make sure I don't get super loud or anything. Because, I have a tendency to get a little excited, start hooting and hollering when it comes to these games. So, let's see, what do we need to do? We need to finish before the clock hits 2, beat the stage without taking damage, and don't break any rocket buckets. So, I'll meet you at the Murphle, I suppose. So something I wanted to mention, we're basically at the checkpoint. I love this little thing right here. This stupid elevator will drop you down into the spikes, and it's the only time in the video game that that will actually happen. And you can tell that it's going to go a little bit lower because they have that little divot in the ground. But like that's the only time that ever happens in the video game, so it might catch you off guard because it's like, wait, what the hell is that? And then it's like, oh no, that's bad. And speaking of bad, that probably wasn't great. I wanted to stun the Bumble Prod to get heat out of the way. I was like, I'll go over there and murder him. So if I fall, I won't step on him. But then I got nervous and then didn't do it. And now I got nervous, then I got filled with hubris, and then I was like, first I was like, well, yeah, it'll be fine. I won't run into him, and then I was nervous, so I thought he would run into him, and then I'd be bad, and then I was like, oh no, then I won't run into him, and then I hit the checkpoint. So it doesn't matter. Everything I just said, irrelevant. Hello, Peekaboom. I'll let you do your thing because we got shit to do. So there is something I wanted to mention about this level. I guess it actually isn't about this level. It's actually about the video game as a whole. So every single level in the video game has its own music, like we've seen whenever we complete the missions. Yeah, it's the missions. Whenever you complete all the missions, you get the stage's song. Now, a lot of the stages, they share aesthetics and stuff. So, like, between them, they'll use the same actual, like, backing track for the song. So you're probably wondering, well, like this one, like, Airy Tail Castle has the same music as Airy Tail Castle. So what will the music be that you unlock for this one? The way they break that up is, so the escape song for this song is Prison, which is why whenever I think of this level, I imagine it being more scary than it actually is, because it's like you hear this theme and it's called Prison, so it's like, oh, that's actually probably pretty spooky. But no, it's just a fun Airy Tail Castle thing. It's not much of a prison, to be honest, but it's a prism for prism. It's a prison. It's a good pun, but it's. Well, they sound similar. I'm not sure if that counts as a pun. Pun is wordplay, but people get very defensive about what is and isn't a pun for whatever. Well, I was gonna say for whatever reason, but it's people on the internet being like, "Oh, well, I'm correct and you're incorrect." But pun. I believe the definition of pun is wordplay, and playing with words. There's so many things you can do with words, and so many things that I would consider being playing as words. A pun isn't inherently like. It's just some, a dad joke. I was going to say a pun, but then I was put on the spot and couldn't think of a pun off the top of my head. So I just decided to get very incredulous about it instead. Doing pretty bad at this, to be honest. So it's just interesting. So like, there's a lot of things where it's like, a song in the game, like, Prison Prison, like this song, like the escape song called Prison Prison, like going through the soundtrack being like, oh yeah, that one's the escape song for like these 2 levels. And that's the way a lot of them are broken up. I believe the only level in the video game that has its own escape song is Aboard the Sweet Stuff. Since, there's not an alternate version of Aboard the Sweet Stuff, which is unfortunate because if I could add a single additional level to this video game, it would be, the level 40. I would make it a level for the Shakedown Schooner, so another pirate level. So, they could have had like a more piratey theme. Well, I mean, they could have used the Aboard the Sweet Stuff, although that probably wouldn't fit very well for like the scary pirate thing as opposed to, it's a fun tutorial pirate time. I think I said papyrate, like papyrus or something, but whatever. They didn't do it, so it's not important. But if I could add an additional level, it would definitely be a Shakedown Schooner level where you get to see like the Shake King, and it'd probably go a long way for filling out like the Shake King's music to give you like an additional thing that could have been his final like form boss fight music. Like just like, oh, now you can use the escape song or something, or do like some kind of remix of that. I mean, I suppose they could have done a remix of the Shake King's already existing theme, and they just didn't do it. I'm very interested to know why the Shake King didn't get an additional form, like an additional song. Like if it was a creative decision to not do it, if it was like, did they decide to not do it because they didn't have the money? Was it a design decision because like we don't want it, we want this like just ambient version, like, oh, maybe this version's so difficult, like you can't have music, it'd be too distracting, which is a load of baloney if you ask me, because music's good and can only enhance the experience in my mind. But also like, if it was a budget thing and they couldn't make a new song, like why didn't they just keep using the Shake King's theme that was going on for the rest of the fight? Like, sure, it would have been lame because, the Shake King's theme, it's not bad or anything, but, they use it all over the game, like whenever you're running out of time, etc., etc. Like, so it'd be like, it'd be nice to hear something new, but, I think that's better than nothing. But now that we've seen that final form and its musicless glory, that means next episode, which will be the last episode of Let's Play, I'm free to do whatever I want. I can put whatever backing track I want, and I've been stressing out. I've been thinking about what I should use, and spoilers, I still don't have anything. I went and did a lot of like potential, like, oh, well, what should I do? And I was going to jump up there because I thought it might be faster because that, oh, no, this one's already, oh, damn it. Well, we have 10 seconds to get up. Maybe we can just crawl out of here in time. Let's see if we can do it. I think we can because we made it out in, because it is 2 minutes. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. Yeah, we should have plenty of time. We made it out in 8 seconds from here before. Yeah, it's not a problem. It wasn't clean. It didn't look good, but we did it. And that's all that matters in the end. I mean, it's basically been this Let's Play post Shake King is, it doesn't look good. No one's having, well, I was going to say no one's having a good time, but that's not true. I very much so enjoy this game. I think, spoilers, the missions can be a little tedious, but I really do enjoy this game. I think it's great. And, for a game I like, it's fun to go through and complete it in its entirety at least once. So for Bloomsday Blowout or Scumflower Skirmish, depending on which version of the game you're playing. And then there's also other versions and different translations, but those are the only English ones I know. English is the only language I can speak, and that's questionable at that. If I speak it well enough to say I'm fluent, not important. Bloomsday Blowout. We must beat the stage without taking damage, beat the enemy before time runs out, and defeat 5 Bumbleprods. They didn't really have a great idea for his alternate, like, the third one, there's always been, like, the 2, don't take damage, beat the enemy in time. And then they give you, like, a special one for the boss. And defeat 5 Bumbleprods doesn't feel like that'll be that special a one. And look, we have enough Murphles that they make a W that, which is nice. That's nice, because the W is like Wario's thing. Now, I do appreciate that they went with, like, oh, defeat 5 Bumbleprods, because that won't be too difficult, I believe. Like I said, I've never done these boss missions, so we'll see how much of a struggle that'll end up being. But I don't believe that one will end up causing me too much strife. But we'll see. And oops, I wanted to save you. Not that it matters because I've already messed up. Because, like, I'm trying to think, like, I was going to say, like, for some reason in my mind, I remember Bloomsday Blowout doing Earthquakes as well, which was rolling rattle battles like thing where it was like, oh, you don't get hit by any of the earthquakes, which could have been a nice alternate mission thing. Let's see if I can save you, jump out of the way, and which lets us go ahead and beat you up a little bit faster, which will be important in the whole time thing, doing it quickly. And there's a Bumble Prod, so I'll go ahead and kill you so we can slay our first Bumble Prod, and I will not... Oh, how did I take damage? I'm not entirely sure how I took damage there. Maybe... Okay, I'm going to test this one before I get too far into this fight and, start, messing up and not understanding why. If Bloomsday blows and you're in the air, does that hurt you? No, I must have just gotten too close to Bloomsday and hit, his spinning petals, which are, Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stun. So I'll stun, I'll punch, so I can come over here, grab, we'll wait for the things, and now we can do it again. No problem whatsoever. And by that I mean, the problems are only just beginning. It's the first stage of the boss fight to teach you how to fight the guy, so... I should turn around so he can blow air into he butt, because I like the animation of Wario's butt jig. Oh, hey, that wasn't a Bumble Prod that time. This time you decided to, get straight to the business. Oh, and yeah, if you throw whenever he's blowing, it doesn't work. Something, I think I should learn. And I'm still not blowing into he butt. I should probably go ahead and restart, because there's no way we're gonna have enough time. But I gotta learn how this boss fight works. So I should probably not be just resetting willy nilly. I should probably be resetting after we learn... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, see, yeah, he does have earthquakes. I was going to say, perhaps... This is what I was thinking about, he has earthquakes you could dodge. That could be a nice, alternate mission is, oh, don't fall for any of his earthquakes, but, that's a roll and rattle battle thing, and I suppose I could just say roll and rattle instead of roll and rattle battle. Don't fall for... Don't get hit by the earthquakes, don't fall for the earthquake, don't trip during an earthquake. Who's to really say which is the right one? I mean, I suppose there's literally verbiage in the game that would inform you of the way that the game, the way the game phrases it, probably the way that you should say it, is what I'm saying. But, they probably didn't want to do that because it's oh, that's Roll and Rattle's thing. We don't want to, copy that. We want each boss to get their own unique thing. And, with Bloomsday, there's not really much you could do with him to make it special, because if they're oh, don't get blown off the thing. If you get blown off the thing, you're likely to fall into the Venus Skytrap anyways. I suppose they could have made it don't get blown off the thing, and that one probably would have been a gimme for the most part. I'm pretty sure in the Let's Play, whenever we fought him for the first time, pretty sure I fell into the water, so I would have failed that on our first one, but I also took damage, and I think I took a while in the boss fight as well. So it wasn't like it was a perfect, beautiful run to begin with or anything. But it's I don't think falling into the water. It's not that hard to not fall into the water. So perhaps that's not a good one. Maybe the defeat 5 Bumble Prods has some kind of level of randomization to it that I just didn't realize. The way that the boss cycles through things, because the first time we got to that second phase, we saw him shoot out a Bumble Prod, and the next time he spat a Flip Sting. Flip Sting, is that what they're called? I can't even remember anything. We've gotten to the part of the Let's Play where my brain's completely deteriorated, and I don't remember the things that I used to know. I think they're called Flip Stings, though, because they flip and they sting. It makes sense. The name, it's all in the name. Although, I'm not entirely sure about the flip other than, they can hang from the ceilings, but lots of enemies can hang from the ceilings that you probably wouldn't expect. The pitchforks, they hang from the ceilings, but they don't hang from the ceilings from the fork, right? Because they hang fork down so they can land on you. Although maybe they flip in the air to do it. I'm gonna just turn around so he can blow our butt, just because I like that animation. It's fun. It's fun for your bum, which those are words that sounded similar. So I thought it'd be fun to say because hey, wordplay, the thing that I was speaking of, I was about to say that didn't count as a hit, but it did count as a hit. Now let's get, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect, and then just everything went bad. I was worried because I was I'm going to bump into him, and he'll bump me into the Bumble Prod, then I didn't, so then I got excited, and then, y'all saw, it didn't go well. I wonder what happens when you run out of time fighting these bosses, if you, immediately lose, or if it's, or if the fight just continues and you've just failed the time thing. Because I would assume that they wouldn't just immediately fail you for running out of time, because otherwise fighting these bosses is inherently a different fight than it was previously. Thank you for the Bumble Prod. I will slay it with glee. We've gotten our 1 on the counter. It's unfortunate that we don't get a counter for the missions to be oh, hey, you've done this thing this many times, to kind of keep track of it. You're going to blow, and I've released my ally, my Master of Arms. I was trying to find like a cool way to say weapon, and the first thing I thought of was Master of Arms. I'm like, no, Master of Arms is like a person who's like good at weapons, not a weapon inherently. Although, I mean, I guess you could argue that they have weaponized themselves, and they have become the weapon, although they also utilize a weapon. So, kind of debatable. You're going to do your pound, but not that it matters. You don't hurt me when you do your pound. I'm kind of like worried about getting pounded because of the roll and rattle battle. But I don't need to be worried about that. I would like to save that flips thing. I didn't start doing the thing fast. So I would like to get, if I can get, whenever he shoots at the two flips things, if I can pick up the one on the other side, I can protect it, and then perhaps we can nail him twice in the face like I'm doing with this, these two banded arrows he shoots out at the beginning. Because, you know, if we leave one alone, it keeps flying into the thorns that grow out and protect them. But, you know, if we can keep one on the other side of us, it won't fly into the thorns, because Wario's thick body will protect the flip stings, soft, squishy, uncarapacy bit. So we can protect it, have a friend. I'm gonna go ahead and just duck down before I go flying off the stage. Not that it matters, because I can protect myself from a single Venus guy trap. I did it in the Let's Play proper. Why am I saying Let's Play proper? Like, this isn't this isn't like bonus, like, I mean, I guess it is bonus content, and then it's stuff that like you probably won't play until after the main game. But you know, y'all understand. For some reason, I'm thinking about it like as if these are bonus episodes on top of it, when I've kept the same numbering. Like, you know, episode 11, we beat the Shake King, and then we moved on. This is episode 15. Like, you know, we kept going. This isn't like bonus episode 4. This would be 4. That's how numbers work. I minored in math. I should know how to do math better. Proper grammar as well. I know that wasn't right. I should know how to do math better than I do, because I somehow accidentally minored in math, just because when I did my computer science thing, it just so worked out I had enough math classes that it was just like, well, I guess I'll just take a BS Easy math class for, oh damn, too close to him. And then I'll take a BS Easy math class as one of my electives. I could have a math minor, so I was like, yeah, why not? And then people hear that and think it's impressive. But through the course of very difficult math courses, and I just realized I talked about physics, and now I'm talking about math. Just reminiscing on the college days, so long ago, and by that I mean it was like 3 years ago, not all that long ago. Reminiscing, I guess. Just, I guess doing all those advanced math classes made me very nervous and very aware of my math ability. So now I'm just very, very self-conscious of math, instead of being very like, oh yes, I know how to do integration and whatever happened in Cal 3. Actually, I take that back. I don't know how to do whatever they taught in Cal 3. That one's completely gone. I barely made it through that class alive, so I have no idea what happened in that one. It was like weird mapping shapes, like mapping out 3D shapes on like paper, and it was terrible. The class sucked. That class was the worst. Oh, and I didn't dodge correctly. Oh, well, I suppose I have this friend now. Let's go ahead and stun these friends. I was going to jump to the other side so we could keep those friends safe, but that didn't work out. Unfortunately, we'll go ahead and jump to dodge, which now we can get in there to attack. I don't know if we'll end up having enough time, because we only have a minute left, and we're only about at half his health. I'm not sure if I should be going a little bit faster. Oh, damn it. I got excited because I thought I stunned him for a second. I'm not sure if I need to be doing this faster somehow. The only way I could imagine doing this faster is just like with that instance where he spawned in the two flip stings. Like, if I had managed to protect both of those, we could have hammered him in the face 3 times in a row, and he couldn't have really done much about it. And that probably would have killed him, to be honest, if I had managed to do that correctly. I'll stun, and now I'll get my 2. Oh, I didn't get 2 punches in, and then I got hurt. So we'll go ahead and restart. I'm not feeling. I shouldn't say this because it's going to end up going very badly once I say it. I'm not feeling particularly challenged. Like, I know I failed this a bunch, and I haven't been getting all that close to actually beating it, but I don't feel despair with this one the same way that I felt with the Chortlebot challenge. The Chortlebot challenge was so difficult. I really had to get that down, get it down to like perfection. I kept wanting to say to a science, but then I didn't want to say that for whatever reason. My brain didn't want to say to a science, but I had to really perfect the Chortlebot challenge. This one, I don't feel like I'm gonna have to perfect it. I just feel like I'm just, you know, not playing all that great. I don't feel like whenever I get it down, it's going to be this beautiful run. Which, not to toot my own horn or anything, but that run at the end was pretty good. Not that I would have realized that if. Oh my god, I don't remember who left the comment. I'm so sorry. Someone left a comment like, "Holy shit, that was actually a pretty good run," and that made me realize, oh yeah, you know what? That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, you were right, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name, precious commenter. It's not like I have so many that I can't remember the people. Oh damn, you can't jump on flip stings because they got the sharp tail bit. Even though one would assume a Wario with his size, mass, girth, etc., landing on the flip sting would probably deal more damage to it. Landing on him with landing. I was like trying to say Wario before like the flip sting, so I was like landing on him, but I'm like, wait, no, he's doing the landing. But the pronouns and stuff all got like flipped around. Like I was gonna say landing on him, but I was referring to Wario. It doesn't matter. Wario landing on the scorpion would destroy the scorpion, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe Wario would get hurt because he'd be like, oh damn, I stepped on this thing and it hurt me tootsie. But I think the flip sting would die as well. What I'm saying. We'll go ahead and dodge, and I knew I dodged that wrong. I need to get the timing down on that one, because that one I've just kind of been doing like haphazardly, like jumping and just kind of hoping for the best. Like I think I need to wait closer to whenever the vines are closer to me before I jump. I think I'm just jumping too soon. Luckily, I did manage to stun the other abandoned arrow, so now we can run over here and grab you. Wait, jump. Yeah, I just need to wait like until like the vine in front of me is about to spawn. I think that's the perfect time to jump. I mean, y'all been saying it. Y'all probably figured out the timing sooner than I did, because I've just kind of haphazardly been jumping and hoping for the best. You're only giving me one. Okay, I'll go ahead and destroy this. Throw it in your face. We can go ahead and cause some damage on you. We'll run away because you're about to do that. I mean, I guess I don't really need to dodge that one, but I'll just go ahead and dodge it anyways. Let's go ahead and we'll stun. I don't want to show... Oh, that was bad. I was trying to get to the other side of it so we could... the thing I said, if I got to the other side of it, then we could protect the I almost said Bumbleprod, the other flip stang, with Wario's thick, meaty glutes. Glutes and... boots. I don't know. I was trying to think of like, what do you call the butt? What's like the muscle for the butt? Is it just the buttocks? Is that the muscle for the butt? Is the glute the butt? I don't know. I should know these things. I do a decent amount of weightlifting. I should know, but all of that I just follow guides and hope for the best. Who cares? It doesn't matter. His butt, his muscly, finely sculpted ass should protect. And I knew I threw that bad. I guess it didn't matter because when he's blowing like that, he's gonna get you. And yeah, now he's just mad and blowing at us a whole bunch. Is it because I'm crouching? If you crouched, no, it's just he must have just been mad and been blowing a whole bunch of hot air at us. Do you do the? Oh yeah, he's gonna do the thing. He's gonna spawn in his protecting friends. So now we just need to get out of the way, and by get out of the way, I mean wait for these to spawn in. Go ahead and do this, and since we have the banded arrow over here, I can protect the banded arrow in the way that I wanted to protect our other friend. And now we can clock some real damage on him, because I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab the banded arrow. Oh yeah, cool. I was like, oh damn, that's probably not gonna count, but it did count. It counted, and it was good. And Wario, please get up, Wario. Please, I need to like kill that boom de arrow stat. That boom de arrow. Damn you. Actually, I'm just going to keep going just to learn. No, I'm not going to learn. I'm not going to learn anything. I'm going to have one more. We'll have just one more try, and then we'll cut away, because I don't know how long I've been doing this for. So it'd probably be best to cut away and just learn how to do this. But we're going to have one more try, and because I've said that, I'm going to make it this, and I was like, I'm going to make it this one, and then I pointed aggressively at the screen, which, taking your hands off your controller, probably not the most conducive thing to defeating the boss in the video game, unless you've learned a way to play the video game without its input method. And if you can do that, then you're solid. You've become the most powerful human being who can, access things psychically, and your brain is your input method, and you've achieved the only thing that being able to access technology with your brain would be super cool. And I don't think it'd be worth it, because then you'd have to worry about all the weird, dumb, like intrusive things that tech does. But now it's in your brain too, and all. I know I said I was going to do one more, but that one was bad. That wasn't a good showing. So I'm going to do one more try, and then we'll cut away. Also, because I wanted to keep talking about this brain thing. Being able to access technology in your brain would be super cool, but A, there'd be a big scary surgery. C, I don't know why I started with C, maybe started with B, maybe I said A and forgot. Okay, scary surgery, A. B, weird intrusive tech stuff and security problems with having a thing in your brain. Well, actually, I think that's really it, because, hey, that surgery could hurt, kill, maim you, and end your life, probably. But then also, hey, you're gonna get hacked. You're gonna get hacked, whether it be someone who is just literally hey, I'm a hacker here to hack you, and or it's just, hey, I'm the tech company that put this in your brain. You're mine now, idiot. You're mined now, idiot. Because they'll be cool and have a fun joke about the fact that they took over your brain. I wonder if you can. I bet I can just snipe this fool from far away. No, you can't snipe the fool from far away. That was worth our last attempt before cutting away. Filled with knowledge and distrust for technology. More so the people who make the technology than the technology itself, but the technology too. I don't want to downplay my skills on that one, but that one kind of felt like a fluke, to be honest. So the problem I kept having with that fight was the segment where he brings up the two thorns, because then he blows you back and forth, and I was having such a hard time not getting hit by when he spins around and starts blowing the other direction. Because the problem I was having is I tend to, be too good at the video game, and I'm running too far away from his blowing and not preparing for him turning around. And I started thinking I just need to delay, you hit a point where it's I'm running away, but I know he's going to turn the direction of his he's going to go from suck to blow or blow to suck, which makes sense. I'm tired. That didn't take too terribly long, like maybe 30 minutes or so, which that is a while, but you know, perspective, comparison, whatever. You just got to turn around before he does the thing, but my dumb idiot brain was always like, no, run away. And then that stupid band and arrow that got stuck in there kind of saved me and kind of put me back on the ball, so I was able to, figure out, react, and play the video game appropriately. And oh, look, we're a millionaire, a millionaire now. That's the video. We're done with the video. I was sitting here because I'm tired and couldn't remember what to do. I'm like, is there something I'm supposed to do? There is. We have treasures we got to read. And then we'll continue on in the next video. The last video, the end of the Let's Play. Oh, we have so many of these damn things. Here are the new treasures. Pot full o' mystery. Come on, just look at the thing. This is one mysterious pot. Dung beetle pendant. Jeweled pendant of a dung beetle. Why? Seriously, why? Solid gold flyer, an ancient flyer made of the finest gold. Advertising used to be classier. Venus Guytrap seed. Grow your own Venus Guytrap. You know, in case you need to trap some guys, and don't we all? Muscle man suit. Beach. I almost said rule the bench. Rule the beach with these natural chiseled plastic pecs and 100% natural fiber wig. Emerald melon. A cruel hoax against melon enthusiasts. Don't try to eat it. It will only lead to heartbreak and also toothbreak. Air guitar. Rock out anywhere and anytime with this non-existent axe. Woo. Flying floor pillow. Seats 4 and has the smoothest ride in town. Fuel economy on the other hand. I guess it would have been more like fuel economy on the other hand. You do your own take. It'll be better than mine. I promise. I almost said probably when I was trying to say promise, which is like underselling y'all's ability to sell this take better than I did. Electric ukulele. No, not amplified by electricity. It actually just shocks anyone who could play. I can't read. I'm tired. Bloomsday tuckered me out. I'm a sleepy boy. I gotta go take a good old nap before we continue on at the last episode and raise those numbers in the bottom right corner to 100.